are live, coming here with a brand new Sir the Podcast show. I'm your host, Trevor, and tonight we are joined by Andy. Andy, how are you doing tonight?
What up? What up?
And it's just a two-man crew for right now. Alex, I don't know what's going on with him right now. He's kind of Maso Menos all over the place. What else is new? You know, the boys, though, the Alliance, we're here. Vets and new threats, a la, dare I say it, Andy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dare I say
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Dare I say, are we putting that much into this season already? Fresh meat 3? I mean,
Bang!
we had been asking for fresh meat 3. Sorry, hand up. You are correct. Me and Alex have been asking for
Get out of here.
for so long. And finally, we're here, baby. I'm excited. Like, this is like Christmas morning. I'm fired up. Damn, we're here, Andy.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
I don't know. I almost need to watch my words. But I genuinely don't think I've been this excited for a season since at least somewhere in the challenge season 30s.
Wow.
But realistically, maybe since 30-30.
Wow. I mean, I'm fired up. I'm very excited for the season. Going into tonight's episode, not to jump too far in already, I was a little worried about this season. I'm not gonna lie. Like we heard the fresh meat 3s, all that crap, blah 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 blah. When our first 4 people all had like military background, want to be here, want to be competitive, that fires me up. That fires me up.
I'm with you. And let me just start by saying Fresh Meat 3 is the reason that I'm fired up. It's the reason everyone should be fired up. For God's sake, we are just focusing on bringing in a new crop of challengers. I've been begging for that. But I'm with you. I love that. However, it did start to fall off.
Okay.
A lot of dating shows. Okay. A lot of dating shows.
Well, there's a lot to digest. And I feel like if we need to digest the season, I feel like we're missing somebody at least to talk about this season, right, Andy? Like, it can't just be us.
Yeah.
I think we got to call him the big guns. You know, he's been busy. There's a lot of things he can tell his side of the story coming up here. But let's bring him in. Alex. Oh, here we go. We're switching all over the place. Look at this new look. Alex, how you doing tonight?
Yo, yo, yo.
Opening thoughts, Alex. Give it to me. We're back. Fresh Meat 3. We're here, baby.
I mean, season 41. I don't know if you mentioned this, Trev. I have a 10-day-old now.
Wait,
so I am going to be very off and on this whole pod. But I think he can beat Corey in a puzzle by now. But what I will say with season 41, this special was predictably pretty weak. But I do think the teams are very interessante.
Weak?
There's a lot to digest in that last statement. From one, you have kids.
That's what I'm playing for.
I mean, this is why you do it. You thought tonight's episode was weak? I just feel like
leaks with Derek.
I just feel like, I mean, come on. I just feel like I haven't seen the challenge in a while, so maybe I'm just fired up. I know, Alex, you went on and did a solo pod not too long ago. Hand up. I was supposed to be on that pod. A lot of shit happened. Broke my collarbone, had surgery. I'm back. I'm all in. I mean, look at this cut all over the place. I mean, I am just sewed up, ready to go. You don't see this? Look at this baby. Look, locked up, stitches. I mean, I'm all in. So
I didn't like how, why was Naya climbing a mountain in jeans? Why did they start the episode and everybody was already climbing the mountain? Like, it just, I don't know. I thought it was all over the place, but I like getting the teams. And even though it was very rapid fire in the last 60 seconds of the episode, but I like that we have kind of 16 form teams that we can talk about here tonight.
Okay. So how do we want to talk about tonight's episode? Should we talk about the episode first and then go into our power rankings, or how do we want to do this?
I think we just dive straight in.
Power rankings?
I agree.
All right.
And just to set the stage while you kind of get that pulled up, as our listeners know, we always do these preseason power rankings, and almost every season, I would guess every season before this one, we kind of have time to do it because we know like the cast and the teams beforehand. This one, we literally 29 minutes ago, we didn't know the teams. And so we just like ranked these within 10 minutes. I'm sure there's going to be some things where we all like look at our ranking and say like, I had that person too high or too low, but that's just kind of, we play with the cards that were dealt here. So we've ranked them based on our average rankings. We have them ordered here 16-1.
There we go. Well, I'm going to get started with this PowerPoint. As soon as I see that, I kind of lose sight of the screen. So I'm not going to be able to see you guys. So let's see. God.
Wait, Trev, can you see me?
No, I can't see anything. So I'm just actually, maybe I can. Did I just move it? Power rankings? I think I can't see you. All right. I might have found a solution here. All right. So here we go. The 16th spot. Oh, Anissa and Leonardo the Turtle from TMNT. Alex goes 16. I go 15. Andy goes 16. I thought you were a big fan of Anissa, Andy.
I mean, this is the easiest pick in the book. She could have been with Jeremy, who finished first. Sorry, bud. You're going dead last.
Oh, interesting.
There it is. Soda can.
Yeah, this was an easy fill-in. Anissa, last place, almost like an auto skip.
I went 15. I think there's always one person. I mean, there's always jokes we can do. There's obviously one person we can always put last, and it's either Anissa or who I picked. So I'm
Wait,
curious.
Trev, before you go on, I did also rank each rookie on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best.
Okay.
I had Leo at a 3, but could be a 2. So slightly below average. And then you pair him up with Anissa, bye-bye.
To be honest, I don't even know who Leo is.
He was the wrestler. Remember?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
that was like 5 seasons ago.
yeah, Leo Rush. Look at that pull by me.
God.
Well, this guy was he was on a dating show, just seemed like a douchebag.
Interesting.
Those are my notes for Leo.
God,
This is the worst team. I hope they go out next week.
All right. 15th spot. Ooh. Andy, I mean, what are you doing?
Look, I know he said some things. I know he said some stuff. But Derek's scrappy. Like, I know he's a piece of shit. He's a loser. His hair's comically hilarious. But he is just slated middle of the pack every season in my book.
Well, here's my problem with Derek. Like, yes, all those things are true, Andy. But like, when you have a child, like you think of names like, like Andy, Trevor, George, like common names. Isn't his son's name awesome?
Yes.
I can't take him seriously. I'm sorry. Sue me. Like,
look, I had
it's awesome.
I had Lika ranked at a 3, maybe 2.
Okay.
I was a bit surprised by that, but that's where she came in, and that just fits the slightly below middle of the pack, which is where Derek slots into. Give me a solid 10 for these two. She's on Canadian Super Challenge, or some shit like that.
There we go. All right. Moving on. 14. Naya and Justin. Ooh. I think for me, rating Naya higher than you guys, I had 11. Alex had 14. God, Alex is he throwing up? Oh, shit.
Whoa!
My bad. I have like 10 screens up. Alex throwing a perfect game right now. I think I am a little biased, obviously, on the challenge vets. I think Naya, yes, she wore jeans tonight, but like in an elimination, I'm just a sucker for Naya. Like, I don't know why. And it's not like she's been that good over the years. It's just I don't know. I'm sorry.
You always have kind of low key bulged at Naya.
I have. Call me
Well,
Jordan.
yeah, because she was with Jordan.
Correct.
Trev,
So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Did you even see Justin?
Is that the cheerleader?
Yes.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. I got good inside scoop from my challenge insider, DR, that Justin's gonna be very fucking good this season. Don't sleep.
He gives me hooey vibes.
Who?
Oh God.
That's how and again, I'm with you. I think Naya's pretty good. She fucking showed up in jeans. I mean, that's like showing up to a challenge. Like, let's say they make it past the next episode. That's like showing up day 2 to the daily in flip flops and being like, "Oh, I didn't know this was happening."
I kind of bulge at that. It's kind of just like she doesn't give a fuck. I mean, hell, who did Naya finish last with running up the mountain?
CT.
Well, I better see CT on your list pretty far down.
So
we'll get into that.
Probably rated him too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Naya and Justin were the last team formed, right?
Yes.
So they were very kind of last pick at dodgeball E.
Yes.
I don't know. For me, like if you look at all of the vets on their own, I think Naya is like firmly in that kind of middle bottom tier with the few other females and males. And it's like that bottom tier or that middle tier is going to be like heavily influenced then on whatever new threat they have. And Naya did not get one of the best guys. She got the last guy that was able to pick her. So like, I just think you pair somebody who is like middle of the road from a vet standpoint with somebody who was like literally last from a new threat standpoint. That has to be pretty low on the rankings.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, moving on. Little spoiler earlier. Derek and Blue, my boy Blue. This team, Derek, underdog last season, made it to a final, right?
I think so.
Second place.
Second place. I would have had Derek a lot higher. Blue scares me
You think?
because I'm colorblind, and like I just don't think it's a good pairing.
Blue.
God, these ratings are just
Go ahead.
12.
I think I was just going to say this is like kind of what I was saying with the last pick. Like Derek is like a solid competitor. I think we all kind of underrated him, or he outkicked his coverage a little bit last season. And it's like if you would have paired him with one of the best girls on the season, he's probably 4 or 5 spots higher. But like he's paired with a color. He's paired with Blue. And so like he just I don't know. He's still good. I think he's a decent challenger, but yeah, we're doing this kind of based on the new threats as well. So I think this has to be pretty low.
So, I mean, Trevor called out the perfect game, much like you're not supposed to. Perfect game gets broken up immediately. But the only chance that Derek and Blue, just saying that just sounds horrible. Blue came from Big Brother. Derek seems to have a pretty good social game. So, in my mind, the only way that they do well in this show is strictly from a social perspective, which could happen, but cream rises to the top and shit sinks to the bottom. So, I don't think they're going to last long.
All right, moving on. Michaela and Will. And
Who?
top 10?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a bet. It said one final appearance. I said, what? In what? In like Survivor? Like, we got to fact check that.
So here's the thing. I had Will again ranked from a 1 to 5. I had him a 4, maybe 5, which did not surprise me. Will looked tough. Did you see him? He's a brick house. And I don't know who Michaela is, but she somehow made the finals. But I see this team as just coasting under the radar with Will carrying them the whole way. Again, I don't know who the hell Michaela is, but I see this as a fly under the radar team. Don't ruffle any feathers. Compete enough to not get thrown in. And again, 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
For Will.
Alex, anything on this team?
I don't know. I mean, I had them 13 overall. I just think like I could easily see this team being going home first if like somebody like Bananas or Nani CT, somebody who's like connected with a lot of other vets gets the like wins the first daily, and they want to throw in somebody that doesn't really have much connection. Like I don't know if any of us could pick Michaela out of a lineup right now. And I don't think any of these vets have like connections with her. And so I can just see that being a possibility. That being said, I do remember on whatever Michaela's last season was, there was a lot of hype around her in terms of is she from Survivor?
I
And
think so.
it was like, I guess on Survivor she did really well, and she's like this awesome political player. And I think on the challenge she went home right away, and so we never were able to see that. And so maybe something happens there, but I just think this is a go home in the first month team.
I agree.
So when they were showing everyone like as they're climbing up the mountain, it would show their name, but it wouldn't show anything else. So like when it showed Ashley, I didn't jot her name down for the rookie power rankings. I wrote Michaela down.
Ooh.
And then when she wasn't interrogated by TJ, I was like, wait. Michaela hasn't done her confessional. And then it shows one-time finalist. But here we are. She ended up top 10. I was a bit surprised by that.
Yeah, what season did she make the finals in?
Spies, Lies, and Allies, I believe.
No, I think it must be one of those spin-offs.
I thought it showed a clip of her on
USA 2, Dabu.
Yeah, Dabu is essentially like Challenge Google.
I mean, that doesn't count, right? Challenge USA 2?
Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse.
All right, moving on. Next team, Nani and Ben. I think this team's very interesting because Nani is here for the first time to win. And I think personally, this could be a season where she's gone in the first 3 episodes.
Agreed.
I just think this team is I don't know. I mean,
well,
we had 11, 12, 13. Like,
yeah. I think this is the right place for Nani and Ben to be. And let's not overlook the fact that for the last couple seasons Nani's been on, it's been the Nani and Casey show.
mm-hmm.
Like, her game has been around those two together. That's not the case. So, like, yeah, she has relationships with people, but I don't think her on her own is that strong politically. And she's with Ben, who I had as a 2 from 1 to 5. He's like a broadcaster for WWE.
Yeah, but you gotta give him some credit, Andy. He has his own high school. He owns a high school. His name's Ben Davis.
Tom, this is just your classic. Like, so here's the thing. I would be more surprised if this team finished better than 11th than I would be if they finished. I mean, shit, I had them 13 out of 16.
Yeah.
I think this is their ceiling.
Okay. What'd you think about, and I don't want to talk too much about individuals right now, but like Nani kind of talking shit about Bananas and was kind of like, he's never really done, like she's always grouped in, but he's really never done anything. Didn't he carry her to second place and almost won to Devin and Tori a couple seasons ago?
Bananas has done more for Nani on the challenge than anyone else ever. I mean, this is just your classic. I haven't won. I have to blame somebody. I'm going to blame the bad guy. I'm going to blame the big bad banana.
Madness. All right, moving on. Ooh. Turbo in America. 10, 9/11. I guess. I mean, this is, and I think Alex kind of hinted at it earlier. These teams are very spread out. I think, like Turbo, I feel like as a competitor, he's probably a top 5 competitor. Like he's a psycho, very good, but with America on his team, like you drop him down. It was like the whole CT and Anissa team a couple years ago. Like CT almost straight out of a win. If he would have won with Anissa, I mean, you could have solidified his number 1 spot of all time. Jordan and Anissa, same situation. Like I just can't rate him higher than 9, I think. I mean, you rated him 11. So like
here's the thing. I have America as a 2 on the 1 to 5 scale. And Turbo's not the kind of guy who would be willing to help build somebody up. Think like Big CT of back in the day, where CT was with Big T. She was terrible, but he was still willing to like help coach her up and try to, build up the team. I don't see that with Turbo at all. I think he's going to be pissed at her. I think this ends it with a big explosion at some point in time. America could even try copying his walk, God forbid. But I do not see this team ending well, and I don't see them doing well.
Yeah, this just seems like a cluster, but I'm all for it. I kind of want to watch kind of like fireworks on the 4th of July with this team. So yeah, moving on. Ooh, here we go. 9th place, CT and Tay. Alex, Trev 7, Andy 12. This to me is crazy because, and I know we only had like 10 minutes to actually do these rankings. We didn't really have a good digest. However, I'm normally last on CT out of the 3 of us at all times. Andy going 12. I'm interested. What was the reason for 12? The mountain run, was it from CT or is it more of Tay?
No, it was a combo, but it was really the first shot that they had of CT when he said, "Why are you here?" He is fat as shit. This is like Jonah Hill Moneyball. This isn't even like Jonah Hill Superbad, where it's like, oh, CT can still fight. No. This is Jonah Hill Moneyball. This is like, buddy, you don't belong.
I think it's Jonah Hill accepted.
It probably is.
Yeah. I mean,
ask me about my wiener.
CT did not look good. I mean,
no, he looked terrible.
I mean, here's the thing. Regardless, him finishing last up the mountain is embarrassing. Him, out of all people, like,
Correct.
What does that do? Most people, when you think about the challenge, CT is one of the first names that you think of. So all these new threats come in the game, and you see him finish last, you're like, this is what everyone's talking about as like the GOAT of the challenge. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. And couple that with the fact that Tay was in Big Brother, which I don't think has a great perception.
No.
And Tay, sidebar, I think when people come from Survivor, they're viewed as a threat, but they're still viewed as somebody you could make an alliance with. When someone comes from Big Brother, I think the perception in the house is they're shady as shit. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I think it would need to be like there's certain people, but even still, like Josh, for example, like Big Brother guy has formed a line. It takes time. Like a Big Brother,
yes.
like it can't be a one and done Big Brother person. It needs years after years after years.
And it also needs other Big Brother people.
Correct.
And like, and there are other Big Brother people, but they're all rookies. Rookies making alliances doesn't do shit in Fresh Meat 3. And not to mention, on my scale, Tay came in at a solid 1 dead last for all the girls.
Wow.
So parlay that with fat CT, big fat CT, and you get 12 for me.
Crazy. Dabu writes that messy divorce fucked CT up so much for that wedding special. I mean, that wedding special, I mean, that is still all time, my opinion. Like, I mean, we even did a podcast on it.
Do you think we as fans are owed a divorce special?
Oh, I would love that. That would be incredible, Andy. That would be cinema. I think personally, and I don't want to start this now. We can bring this up later on, maybe at the end. After seeing how he looked tonight, is this CT's last season?
No. As long as he's getting the call, he's answering the call.
You think?
He answered the call for this, and he looks like, I don't even know, the Big Lebowski.
I mean, he looks bad. Alex, welcome back. You had CT 7. I had him 7. Andy 12. Summarize kind of what Andy said. CT looks so fucking out of shape. I still have a little benefit of the doubt at CT. Give him a little higher boost for the bet, but he did not look good. We'll just leave it at that. Anything you want to say, Alex, about CT?
No, well, I'm just. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at this whole slide real quick because I think I had to step out after Michaela and Will. I think Nani and Ben being 11th is just so classic Nani. And then I'm not sure why Turbo's partner is the name of a country. So we have Blue and we have America. I mean, that's just insane. And then I did, as I was getting ready to hop back on, I did hear something about Jonah Hill and Moneyball for CT. I mean, he did look huge, and it's a combination of him being fat and also growing the beard out and the long shaggy hair. He just looks dirty. He looks bad.
He looks bad, and not the good bad.
But I think it just stinks.
I think all four of these teams are kind of smirky in their own way.
All right, moving on. Let's go to 8. Oh, Rogan and Adrian. This team.
Adrian!
Thanks, Rocky. Kind of a Rocky Adrian moment, honestly. I mean, this is kind of the first one we're kind of all over the place on. Andy a little higher. Alex 8. I'm 10. Alex being that middle ground, like always. I don't know. This team to me it doesn't impress me. It's just it's Maso Menos.
I totally disagree.
Ooh.
This is going to be a team that you do not want to sleep on.
Wow.
Adrian looks good. She used to be something like 300 or 400 pounds, and now she's in shape. So that means that she's not just doing this for I think the Asian chick, Blue, literally said, I'm doing this for a new set of boobs. That's something you don't say, but then all the girls do that after the fact. Adrian literally lost probably 300 pounds, a la Frank the Tank. And I think Rogan's good. Like, I think he's actually a good competitor. He looks good. The whole flirting with Izzy thing, I don't know if I love that so much, but I like this team. I do. Sue me.
Adrian kind of seems like a JV version, not even JV. I would go freshman version of Gabby from a few seasons ago.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
God, didn't you do her boot camp when you went to England, Andy?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
First on the list.
I mean, Adrian is looking bad. She was not looking bad like in those kind of Nutrisystem pre photos. And then Rogan's just good. He's just like strong, athletic. I think he's gotten a little bit of a better political game. We'll see if he gets caught up with the other D. I feel like original D was kind of his Achilles heel back in the day, but we don't talk about her. But Rogan's just like good at the challenge. I know his very first one, he kind of gassed out right away, but like he's done two. He's won, and then he like made another final. Like I think has kind of put those endurance rumors to bed. Like he's just good at a lot of this shit, and I'm excited. Even though I say that, even though he doesn't have like a huge sample size, so I'm just excited to see like season 4 of Rogan.
What was the last season he was on?
I think it was Total Madness.
I feel like I haven't seen him in like years.
It's been like 5 years.
Yeah, good refreshing face. Like I like Rogan, so don't mind
Well,
that.
and here's the thing I like about Rogan is like he seems like he keeps coming back on because he actually wants to get better, and I
Mhm.
think we've actually seen that. And here's the thing, Adrian came in at a 4 out of 5.
Ooh,
Numbers don't lie. That's a top female rookie with, in my mind, a pretty solid male vet.
okay, all right. Moving on, we got Ashley and Gabe, or Ashley and Will, according to Ashley. I mean, I don't know how she messes that up, but Ashley and Gabe. Honestly, Ashley's just so good entertainment wise. I thought her comment about politicking, I was hoping they would show the clip of her and Jamie in the shower. Missed opportunity, but it's all right. This is a wild card team. I didn't know where to place this team. I kind of like it because this is the true like free agents team. Like these like Ashley rides with who's Ashley's alliance in this game?
Gabe.
I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Like I just feel like this is just a wild card. So
Can I ask a question on Ashley?
dot dot dot.
Because so before tonight, I was just thinking about like before we knew what the teams were, I was thinking about all of the veterans and whatnot. And Ashley is one where we all know her resume. She has 2 rings. She also has a few seasons where she's like gone home early. And just like looking at some of the cast photos and everything, it looks like because we also haven't seen Ashley in a few seasons, and it looks like since we've last seen her, she's at least has 1 botched plastic surgery job, maybe 2. But my question tonight, because I was kind of in and out of the preview show, is did we get any sense of like what Ashley's endurance level is like today? Because that was a big question mark I had where it's like we haven't seen her in a while. She used to always be kind of in shape. And if she is in shape, then I think her and Gabe could be like a top 5 team. But if not, I think they could fall very far very quickly.
Yes. So I do have that answer because I kept track of who got picked first and then who picked them. So the who picked them were the first 16 people to finish, whether you're a rookie or a vet. So out of 32 people, Ashley finished 11th. And she picked Gabe. Well, Will
Okay.
and then Gabe.
Not bad.
And I think this team's going to be entertaining. I mean, Gabe's background is he played, I think, professional rugby. He was in the military, and he was also in WWE, which, if you were to combine Gabe and Ashley's IQs together, you're probably sitting mid-70s. However, Gabe came in as a 4, maybe 5 on my rankings, which did surprise me. So I think this team's going to be tough, and they're going to be fun to watch. I think that's going to be almost a guarantee.
Have you been getting surprised by your own rankings?
Sometimes, but not always. But you never know. I just read the list.
Mikey the doctor. Ashley's always working on her cardio. I kind of like that. All right, moving on. Ooh, Leroy and Sydney, 9-4-7, kind of all over the place. Alex, you went 9. Let's hear it first.
I mean, I just think Leroy is incredibly middle of the road, and I think Sydney is maybe towards the top end of the rookie females, but nothing that can really like pull Leroy up that much. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about like the veteran guys, and you could make a case that Leroy just on paper is like one of the 2 or 3 worst veteran guys, just because, I mean, he's done 18, 19 fucking seasons, never won. Like, I don't know. I don't think Sydney is really moving the needle for Leroy for me.
Okay. Andy?
So I do agree. And I'll follow that up by saying, I think if you look at um, power rankings of men versus women
Mm-hmm.
for this team, Sydney is the better of the two.
I
Like,
agree.
I think Sydney's carrying this team. Sydney finished 4th in the climb, and she was on Survivor. She was a 3, maybe 4 on the power rankings. She seemed to be really, really cocky, which I don't mind a little bit of arrogance out of a rookie, but if you're too much, it's a red flag, like for everyone else, like the perception in the house. That's what I think is gonna bite them. Um, and the fact that, in my opinion, the rookie's better than the almost 20 season vet here. Don't love that.
See, for that reason, I like that a lot. I think Sydney looks great. I think she's one of, if not the best female rookie.
I
I
mean, she
love
was at 3, maybe 4.
I love the cockiness. It's the complete opposite of Leroy. I'm very curious about this team. Now, I think it will be a I think this team has the potential where I have them at 4 is going home day 1 in the finals. Like I think they'll make it, but like I don't think they'll be like in the hunt for it. I like this team a lot. And I know I'm biased on Leroy being a vet and he's done it so long and I love him and I want to see him win. I like Sydney, like to your point, Andy, I like Sydney more than Leroy this season.
Yeah.
And that's
I
why
mean,
that's why I have it up.
she was the 4th ranked female rookie in my
Mhm.
list. Did not surprise me. I think she could have been top 2, but again, you got to balance the game and the competitiveness. And the thing is, like, Leroy's well liked, but he does not have a social game. That's kind of been proven to be true.
Well, that's why I'm hoping
And
Sydney can just kind of wear the pants in this relationship.
no, you don't want that in a rookie vet team. I really don't think so.
I think if they fly, Leroy's a likable guy enough for the vet side, and I think they can just. I think this is a team that can just slide under the radar. Like I could see this
I
team
think that's why I think Sydney's the exact opposite. I think Sydney will cause waves where
because
waves don't need to be caused, and I don't think Leroy's going to talk them out of it. Like, it'll get to the point where the numbers are just against him, and Leroy's not going to be able to persuade anyone to change their vote. Sydney's sure as hell not going to be able to do that. I
yeah,
think she's going to put a target on their back that Leroy will only be able to put off for so long.
okay. No,
But they will be tough. They will be competitive, to your point. Like, I get it, but
no. Flip side, I see your side is if they get voted into one elimination, Sydney could be like the firecracker, and she's cussing everybody out, and I get it. So, all right, top 5. Here we go.
oh, baby,
Number 5.
buckle up.
We got Aviv Yirmi at 5, 364 for us. I'll start off going 6. I actually think Yirmi is really, really good. Aviv is the one that scares me. And I think more so, I think she gets the job done. It's very, but she, like, I worry about elimination with this team.
Okay.
So that was my thought process. Another team where I think that the rookie carries the vet.
I'm kind of with you. Look, I Viva Emery makes me excited. You know, like I was all aboard the Viva Aviv train. Viva Emery is awesome. But I'm with you. I think this team will have to win to survive.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, Jeremy finishing 1, they talked about it a bit. It does put a target on their backs. I don't think it's going to be a great political game out of these two. However, Jeremy was a Marine. He was in the Amazing Race, and he was a 5, maybe 4, aka the number 1 rookie male. So I think this team's gonna be tough, but they will have to win to stay alive.
Okay. Alex?
Yeah, I think this is a good team. I mean, it's the first team formed, and if you're just basing the rookies off of what we saw tonight, Uremi is the number 1 rookie. Like, he beat everybody. And then you look at the veteran side. I don't think Aviv would necessarily be like the number 1 rated veteran female, but like, she's up there. She's good. She had a good season 40 like 12 months ago. So I think this is a good, well-rounded team. But because Viva Aviv hasn't done that many seasons, and because Uremi is a rookie, like, they could go home really early. But I could also see them making it pretty far. So I think this team is kind of all over the place. The question I have, though, is like, because this was the first pick, do you agree with his pick of Aviv?
No chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked Aviv.
You'd go Anissa?
Maybe. Anissa would be. I don't know if she would have been there. I think she might have still been climbing down the mountain. Honestly, if I had the first pick and I'm picking a vet, I think I'm picking Kara.
You have to.
Yeah.
Jeremy and Kara is arguably number 1, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would say besides that, what the next would be Olivia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think we could see a sophomore slump out of Viva Aviv? And even though this will be her 3rd season, throw out the first one because it was literally 20 years ago. She comes back on 40. She does really well. She surprises a lot of people. Expectations are kind of high. She has the quote unquote best person in the daily or in the first challenge. Could this be a sophomore slump?
Absolutely. She had the advantage last season of she's been gone for 20 years. People underestimate her. She was with a lot of other strong females on her team. This is the complete opposite. It's not big teams, so you can't hide between numbers. You're like with the number 1 finishing guy. So I think that's a very real possibility. But either way, I'm excited to see her back for another season. I want to see her like in an elimination, like maybe politicking with the cast a bit more. So like, I'm excited to have her back.
Good. All right, top 4. Here we go. Number 4. Kara and Jake. Alex and I went 5. Andy goes 2. I think now is the time where you have, obviously you could rank them in any order, I think, especially the top 4, top 5. Like, you can make a case for any of the top 5. I just don't know about Jake. Didn't really impress me on the mountain run. Kara, I mean, obviously is a beast. Has a lot of enemies in this game. Is the only thing going against her. But arguably, like we said, the best bet in this game.
So Jake finished 5 in the mountain run.
Okay.
Of everyone. Of 32, he finished 5.
Okay.
I had him as a 3. The mountain run made me want to bump that up a little bit. The 3 was a bit surprising. I thought that might have been a little low, but what can you do? And I'm with you. I think you can make a case for these 4. What I did is, as I'm deciding between who I'm putting in what order, I think teams in this dynamic, being male and female, if you have a male, as long as the male competitor is competent to above competent, there's a large focus on the females. That's why I think Kenny and Laurel dominated, even though they didn't necessarily win Fresh Meat 2, because Laurel was so damn good relative to the other girls. That's where, like, Kara, and just looking at the other teams that haven't been picked yet, if you just look at the remaining teams from a girl's perspective, Kara's number 1. Easy. Easy. And I think Jake's going to be able to do what he needs to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't know. I see Jake. trying to think of who I'm looking at a photo now, and I'm trying to think of who he almost looks like a center back in soccer in the Premier League that I just want to punch in the face. Not really Harry
Ooh.
Maguire, but like I don't know who it is, and I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
I don't hate that. He was also on Love Island UK. I don't love that. But again, Kara's going to be running this team, and that's what I like. Like, Kara is completely in the driver's seat here, and she's going to say, Jake, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, and I think Jake's going to be able to do it.
Okay. All right, number 3. Olivia and Cedric. Ooh. 4.25 for our ratings. Andy, I'll let you start it off. You had it going 5.
Look, I know Olivia's really good. I know she's dating Theo at time of recording. She might have a bun in the oven. We might not know, but she certainly does now. Cedric was a 3, maybe 2 for me. And having these two teams neck and neck, like just seeing them right here, like give me Cara and Jake. Give me Cara over Olivia in just about every aspect. And I know Olivia's tied to Theo and they've got some political game. Cara's been doing this so long. Like she knows exactly what she's doing. I think she's better politically and physically. And I take Jake over Cedric. Cedric was a 3-2. Jake was a 3-4. Like that's just numbers.
What was Cedric up the mountain?
He was 3.
Yeah, I think that's why I was like, I had them so high. Like the brains. He was military background as well.
Yep.
And I think another reason, I mean, the alliance is huge. Huge. I mean, Theo, Olivia, you're going to have that side. And that's why I had them so high at 2. Olivia's been in a final, never won a final, but I don't know. I just
So
I like this team. I just think it's very well balanced. Another team I could see never stepping foot into an elimination, and then it's like, okay, it's the finals time.
let me ask.
Go ahead.
First and foremost, Cedric, big brother. I don't like that. Of all the places to pull rookies, that's worst. Second, and this is a legitimate, like, explain it to Andy. You've got the Olivia Theo alliance. Who else does that reach into?
Well, Bananas a little bit.
By way of
Olivia and Theo.
You think?
Yes. It's not Bananas Angels by any means.
I think here's the thing, and I could be dead wrong. I think people are overestimating the Olivia Theo alliance.
And Cara. Cara was Theo's partner.
Yeah, I get that. I just again, look, I've said, and that's why I've got them in the same tier that I've got Cara and Jake, but I don't think their alliance is as strong as the show's made it seem so far. I could be dead wrong, and if I'm dead wrong, then this team will be in the finals. But I don't think the alliance is that big and that tight knit. And to that same point, if Olivia and Cara and Theo and Bananas are all together, then I like Cara finishing 2 even more. Because if they all reign a final together, give me Cara and Jake 10 out of 10 times.
I don't know about that. I think I would take Olivia and Cedric over in a final.
Are you sleeping on Cara?
I'm sleeping on Jake. I think Jake. I'm looking at Jake.
Jake and finished higher than Cedric.
In what?
My power rankings.
I know. I'm saying I don't like Jake.
Jake was a 3-4. Cedric was a 3-2.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about your power rankings. I think Cedric. Mikey the Doctor writes, "Who are you taking in a puzzle?" Like I'm picturing those moments in like. Don't get me wrong, Cara. If choosing those people in a final, here's how I look at it. Those 4 people, I think we can all agree Cara's number 1.
Yeah.
Then I'm going Cedric 2 or Olivia.
You're crazy.
I'm going 2 Olivia or Cedric. So my 2 3s there and Jake's 4. I'm getting this British like Kyle or something in my head, and I don't think Jake's good.
Interesting. Okay.
But I know
that's why we do it. That's why we do it.
Out of those 4, I'm taking Cara. I want that to be on the record. I agree with that. She is the best bet. I just think her partner's holding her down, even though she said, I'm excited to play this game. I'm excited to be with a partner, and that's it. So
here's the thing, and closing thoughts on this, because we could go on and on. I just don't necessarily view Olivia as being able to be an alpha on a 2-man team.
okay. That's fine.
Cara, no doubt about it.
Moving on. Number 2. Theo and Izzy, number 2. Alex went 2. I went 1. Andy goes 3. I like this team a lot. This is kind of a hot team, not going to lie either. Theo,
oh, come on.
Theo's bad. Izzy's even badder. Like this team is good. I like this team. Sue me.
There's no suing that's going to be done. I think this team's making the finals. Izzy came in at a 5, maybe 4. The only downside to her is she came from some sort of dating show or maybe multiple dating shows.
Mm-hmm.
But that gets offset by the fact that TJ asked pretty much every rookie, what have you done to prepare? And a lot of them, like half of them said like nothing.
Yeah.
She said she's been putting a lot of work into this. Like, and I believe her. She finished 2nd up the mountain. It's going to be a tough team.
Yeah, this is a good team. And we'll just open up number 1 now because we all know who it is. Banana and D, number 1. Alex goes 1. I go 3. Andy goes 1. This might be the first time I rated. This is actually the second time now I think about it because Jordan was on the same season as Bananas. But anytime Bananas is on the show, you have to put him top 3. You're crazy if you even put him 4, I think. The problem I have with Bananas, does he still have it?
Come on.
He scared me a little. This team, too, you know what vibe I got watching this tonight? I got Bananas and Morgan, and that's why I didn't put number 1.
Whoa, D was a 5, maybe 4.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, Bananas chooses a partner because he's in love with her. They go home, like, episode 6 or whatever. Like, all right, let's hear it, Andy.
She's not just attractive. She won Survivor.
I know.
She's jacked.
I know. But I'm like, I forget what season it was. I'm like Wes, where I'm like, I'm looking at what's her name? Mandy. Was it Mandy when he instead of and he got Casey vibes?
Yes.
Like that's like in my head, like that was the vibe. But don't get me wrong. D is the baddest person on the season, 100%. I will stand by this. She is bad. I think her and Bananas together is not good. But
I get where you're coming from. I really do.
It's bad and even badder. Like,
but it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like Brady going to Tampa, and you think, does he still have it? And then it's like, oh, here's Mike Evans to help you out, and it's like, oh yeah, he does.
This team to me, this is one of the most interesting Bananas teams ever, I think. I mean, you're looking at somebody, like you said, Survivor champion, cocky, almost as cocky as like Bananas and stuff, kind of has that same, like I don't want to say girl version of Bananas just quite yet, but kind of gave me those vibes a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't hate that.
Throwing gasoline on fire. Absolutely. That's the best way to describe this team. It is hot.
Yeah, I think seeing this right here, and after you hearing like pretty much the only time you didn't have Bananas when he was going against Jordan in the season, the fact that you have a guy named Cedric over Johnny Bananas is blasphemy.
Listen,
absolute blasphemy.
First off, you got to get some respect for Cedric Diggory. I mean, I know he is like gets killed, you know, he's a hero, but like have some respect. That's all I'm asking for.
I won't give you flack for Theo and Izzy because I do think they're a very good team. But to have Cedric over Bananas. I mean, come on.
God. Like I said, Mikey the doctor said, and Banana said, it's gasoline on fire. I don't know if this is going to work at all.
But if it does, they are winning this season.
Oh, if it works,
Winning.
no doubt.
Period.
No doubt. It's just like, can he really do it again? I mean,
Yes.
what did Dee say at the table? She was like, "How did you win Survivor?" And it was like, "I manipulated everybody." And then she's like, and then T just asked like, "How are you gonna do? How are you gonna win the challenge?" And I'm gonna manipulate all these people again. You're on Banana's team. How can you fucking manipulate?
I love this team. I love this team.
Insane.
I was shocked that these two got put together. I think so let's see. Izzy picked Theo. Sydney picked Leroy over Johnny Bananas.
Yeah, that was an interesting pick. Who else?
Yeah. Well,
So-
let's see the so this would be who picked D was the first female rookie taken.
Gotcha.
So again, Bananas essentially got
His
because
pick.
Bananas was the first male vet taken. So even though he finished 7th in the race, he got the 1-1 pick. That's just what he does, Trev. It's Johnny Bananas.
Crazy. I don't know. This team just, I don't know. I get the Morgan vibes. I get the fucking chaos. Like, too big. Like, the ego's too big. But I fucking love it. This team is made for television. I'll just leave it at that. Like, this is why we watch the show. This team here.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, I wish Alex was here. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is. Alex, welcome back. Top 4 teams. You want to do a quick little look through if you want to talk about them? We just kind of went through all of them.
I mean, I think all 4 of these teams are good. I think they're all interesting. I think the team, even though I didn't rank them number 1, the team that really stood out to me is Theo and Izzy. I mean, Theo's a beast who doesn't have that many seasons, but whenever he's on, he does really well. And then Izzy just looked too hot to handle. So it's like you combine the 2 of them. I think that's just a really interesting, fun team. And Trev, I was listening, and I got similar Bananas and Morgan vibes with Bananas and D, just from a standpoint of like on War of the Worlds when they were a team, there was like that half episode portion similar to tonight where they hadn't gotten paired up yet. And Bananas was just all over Morgan, like flirting with her. You know, you're going to be my cheerleader, like a lot of the same jokes that he used tonight. And that was 7 years ago. And of course, they get paired up together and they go home very early. So I still have them number 1. I think this is an awesome team. I did look it up. D is 28, Bananas is 42. But just like an awesome team to kind of root for. But I do get these weird Morgan vibes as well.
Did you hear my kind of realization? Because I don't think Morgan was threatening most people. I understand the dynamic, but Morgan was not necessarily viewed as a threat. D was the first female rookie taken.
Was she?
Yes.
Okay.
Bananas with the 7th pick overall. He was the first male vet to complete it, which in and of itself is a good thing for him. And he got the number 1 pick for female rookies. And she was a 5, maybe 4 on the power rankings.
But I guess that I definitely agree that she's more threatening than Morgan just at first glance. But because the first veteran male pick was Bananas to make, that kind of makes it even more scary because it's like he was kind of tempted by picking D in a sense. Not to say that that was a good or bad decision, but just like I feel like Bananas just, wanted this hot young D as his partner and was going to do whatever he could do to get her on his team. I still like him. I still like them. I'm rooting for him. But I'm just
she was tied with Izzy of a 5, maybe 4 in the power rankings. Those were the top 2.
And that's what makes these top 2 teams in our consensus really fun. I think these two could be alternating daily wins all season.
Aside from the fact that Trev put Cedric ahead of Bananas.
Cedric Diggory, have some respect.
You can't just say Cedric Diggory.
Why can't I?
All right. MVP, LVP. Any other closing thoughts?
No, we got one other thing. Some over-unders.
Ooh.
These were my joking ones, so we gotta we gotta update them. Maybe I'll stop sharing the screen now because it's too hard to type through that. But we got some Stir the Props. Let me X out. So now I'm officially X'd out. What do we got tonight, boys, for the season? Soda King.
I've got one in mind.
George crying. I mean, there's a lot of places we can go.
Should I go ahead? Should I kick us off?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with unique challenge hookups. However, a hookup is just determined by making out. And that line, I want to start it. So I think do we just create the line or it's a say until we find the medium? What do you want to go with?
I think we find the line.
Find the line.
I'm going to throw out. Go ahead.
Does tonight count?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. It was that make out. I don't know if that's
Good question.
Thing, but just wanted to throw it out there.
Because I do think it'll happen again. I'm throwing out.
I don't.
5.5. 6.5.
I say more.
7.5.
I'm stopping there. I think 7.
I'd say more. I think my line would be like 8.5.
I'm taking the under on that.
I think 7.5.
I
think we lock it in at 7.5. Trev, you're taking.
Correct me if I'm wrong. At this moment, Theo and Olivia are dating.
Yes.
If they kiss, make out, whatever you want to call it, does that count or no?
I do think that has to count, and I think the line maybe goes to 8.5.
I think that if that counts, it should go up 1.
Okay, at 8.5, what's everybody taking?
I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the over.
I'd take the under.
Okay.
So
Okay.
8.5.
8.5. We'll write that down. Challenge historian.
So,
Alex?
Trev, do you have one?
I don't, but I can think of one real quick.
Okay, so I think the one I'm going to go with real quick before we move on, I think we have to do that 8.5 hookups. A subset of that is kind of what Mikey the doctor said, with just focusing on Nani only. I think that could be one that we just loosely monitor, but I'd say that's like 1.5, 2.5. Because people forget she was engaged to Casey and now that's broken off.
Is that gonna be male or female? Or both?
Either.
I think you should go 1.5 females and 1.5 males. And I might take the over for both.
Parlay.
Okay, so I think mine is going to be 1.5. Because like right now the number exists as 1, and it's basically, is it going to happen one more time or not? But it's like number of teammates that the average challenger is going to have. And I mean like people who make it far in the game. So let's say a finalist. Let's say Bananas makes the final, right? How many like do they do a switch basically halfway or some sort of point where like Bananas it either goes solo, maybe that counts, or they switch partners at some point. Obviously, you wouldn't say it for like whoever goes home first, right? Because they're going to have the same partner. They go home first. But so I'm trying to think of how to word it. Does that make sense? Basically,
No,
Yes.
Is there a change?
The only question that I have in this scenario, say you have 4 guys, 4 girls make the finals, whatever. What if it's like free agents esque, where every round is a different partner? Does that?
What about excluding the final?
Yeah,
That's
I think the final's out of it. I think like dailies, like Bananas. Let's use him as the example. He's going to go into episode 1 as with D as his partner, and probably episode 2, episode 3. But like, is he going to go into like a daily with a different female as his partner at some point?
I think
Yes.
I think the line should be 2.5.
2.5.
I think we're guaranteed if let's say Bananas goes to the finals, I will guarantee he will 100% have 2 different partners.
So
I
if the
think-
line is 2.5, and D would be one of those,
Yes.
I would take the under.
As
Well,
would I.
Well, that's the thing. That it's hard for me to say. I think the problem is I think guaranteed whoever makes the finals, they're gonna have 2 partners.
Excluding the final.
Going like at the moment the final starts, you are now at the finals. I think that those people who've made it will have had 2 partners.
I agree.
Same.
I-
So you're saying the line should be 1.5, and we're all on the over.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see if we can go 2.5 and see if we're talking about a potential.
I
3.
don't see that happening.
I think it's going to be 2 regardless. That's why I'm trying to get it to a 3.
So do you think it's going to be 3?
Well, the other issue becomes how is the game even played?
Exactly. Nobody knows.
Like it could realistically be like knowing the challenge, we could be here until 2027. It could be a female elimination, then a male elimination, then a female, and then it could be new partner. Like,
I mean, so that's the thing, because like past seasons, the number for this would be like 7. Remember, Who's Corey's Partner was a segment where they
Yeah.
switch like every single episode. I don't think that that's going to be
No.
this season. That's not how they're marketing it. But I do think TJ has something up his sleeve. But I don't know if he has 2 somethings up his sleeve.
I mean, it has to be you and your partner versus the other people in elimination. It has to be that, right?
You'd think so.
Well, we're just in chaos.
Enough. But what happens when we get to control?
Oh, you do not want to go home now.
I'm taking over 1.5.
Me too.
Me too.
So 2.5.
I think everyone's on the under.
I'm
Yeah,
taking the under.
We're on 2.
So I think we do it at 1.5, and we're all on the over. I think that's a good sort of the prop.
Okay. Because, I mean, there is a chance that the under for that does hit. There is a chance that they, like, don't change up teams. I think we all think it'll happen, but, like, I think 1.5 is good for that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going 1.5 as well with my line. But I'm going with sponsorships. My favorite. This could be Top Gun, like showing up Paramount Plus. It could be Burger King. Could be any of those. So we'll start
Puss in
off
Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Oh, please.
We'll start off at 1.5. Over
I'd say over.
2.5.
I'd go under.
Ooh,
2.5's the line.
I was thinking 3 was where I was thinking.
All right, so that's the line.
All right,
Me
2.5
and Trev on the over.
sponsorships. Side parlay, Mikey Doctor over under 0.5 sponsored Burger King. Is he just messing with me? Like, or is the delay really that bad? God.
All right. Should we rip through some MVP, LVP?
Let's do it.
Sure. MVP, LVP time. Chat, you guys know what to do. First MVP, LVP order will be our order tonight.
We have
What,
officially gone longer than the EP.
We have. What about? Have we told our audience our new segment for the season, or should that? We'll wait. EP1.
We'll save that. This is still F0. We'll get into that.
Order tonight. Andy, Trev, Alex. Andy, MVP, all yours. Who you got?
My MVP pick is pretty easy. I'm going Fresh Meat 3. It's about fucking time. I don't know how many years I've been saying it, not only on these airways, but thinking about it mentally all over the place. Like this is what the challenge has needed for over 10 seasons. And we finally got it. I think there's just no explanation other than someone within BMFE listens to this and couldn't be happier that they finally paid attention. So give me Fresh Meat 3 as my MVP for tonight.
Okay. My MVP tonight is going to be Stir the Pod. We're fucking back. That's all that matters. We are here for the next, well, I know me and Andy are here for the next 20 weeks in a row. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. We're here. It's going to be awesome. As Andy said, I'm fired up. F you. This is why we do it. Love it. We're here, baby. Alex, who you got? MVP.
I mean, Stir the Pot is a great pick. Fresh Meat 3 is a great pick too. So like I said, I was kind of in and out of episode 0. So part of me wants to just say Bananas because he's like always kind of a blanket MVP. Instead of in the spurts of the episode that I did see, Bananas jumped off the screen to me. There's also something else though that jumped off the screen, and I'll just classify it as just female rookie attractiveness. Like in the spurts of the episode that I did see, it was just like Izzy running up and down, somebody named Blue, America, I think is a girl. Like I don't know their names yet. All I know, that's the point. I'm not like picking a particular person. I don't know their names yet. I just know that a lot of them were bad. And then you throw on, a Nani who looks like she's gotten something done. Olivia, Ashley, like there's the overall cast is pretty solid, but I'm just saying specifically the rookie female crop looks pretty solid. So good for Bananas for being there.
That's a great pick.
LVP.
My LVP, I'm going to go with it's definitely gotten LVPs in the past. I'm going to go with Challenge Twitter.
Ooh.
I'm going to Challenge Twitter. I mentioned this on the emergency pod a few weeks ago. I mentioned this on the emergency pod.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But the challenge tweeted like 2 months ago, the challenge is back. Here's like the cast announcement. Then didn't tweet for weeks. I think we also were talking about their Twitter and Instagram post today that basically said like 1 week away, just like ignoring the fact that there was an episode 0. And I know the episode 0 thing is something that we've kind of debated a lot, but like if you're going to have episode 0, promote it, tell people to watch it. Don't tell people, hey, come back in a week, ignore the hour-long special that we have tonight. And I just think in general, they have a terrible challenge, social media, intern running all that shit. So I'll just go LVP as challenge Twitter. There needed to be more juice around this. And hopefully in the next 7 days, there's more juice built up.
Didn't they used to schedule tweets out and like they fucked up the time? So like the elimination still wasn't done. And then like,
Yes.
it was like, what do we do?
It would like tweet pictures of the people leaving. It was like only second probably to the episode titles back in the day that were Farewell Nehemiah.
Those were awesome.
Derek's last day.
That's awesome. All right. LVP for me. I feel like there's a couple people I can choose from. I think there's one obvious one. And I think I got to go with the Big Lebowski himself, CT. I mean, he looked terrible. I mean, I brought it up earlier. Could this be the end of CT? The wedding killed him.
Until he doesn't get the call, he doesn't have a job. Like, what is he, a janitor? I'm pretty sure he's a janitor at a high school.
He is. He works at what's that high school called? The Bulls or something. Simi High?
Simi.
Yeah.
The trucks.
Trucks. El Toro. Yeah. I mean, he looks terrible. So LVP. C.
That's a great pick.
Who's CT's partner again? In all seriousness,
I couldn't even tell you. Yeah.
So it's actually it's similar to Big CT. It's actually CT.
it's CT.
I mean, come on.
CT's not looking good.
Real quick, stir the prop. 0.5. I like that, Andy. CT. Will that be said on this season of the challenge? 0.5.
I don't think so. They missed out on Big CT.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't know.
But I like where your head's at.
We saw the fucking CT pro tip again. I thought that was the end of it.
Whoa. There's still one more LVP to be given out.
Oh, come on. There's no way you're doing that. LVP.
And CT pro tip is my honorable mention LVP because my choice for LVP
is a big one.
Is Leo.
His partner.
Leo is a rookie. He was rated as a 3, maybe 2. A bit surprising by most. However, Leo had the second to last pick. Leo chose Anissa over Naya.
Is that true?
Yes. Leo and Naya are at least a top 12 team for me. Leo and Anissa, dead last.
Yeah, anybody who willingly chooses Anissa as their partner needs to be checked into some sort of institution.
Correct. Which is why he's a no doubt LVP for me tonight.
Does anybody sidetrack? And I know we all hate Fezzi here, but does anybody remember that one season where it was similar to this, where they were all solo for like the first challenge, and the male winner was Fezzi and the female winner was Anissa? But I think Anissa actually won across everybody, so she got to pick her partner, and she picked Fezzi. And Fezzi was furious because he was like, I finished number 1 across all the guys. Why the fuck do I have to be with Anissa? And he just looked so miserable once she picked him. That always just made me smirk.
As he should be. And Leo willingly picked him. And he picked her over Naya. Like we talked about this. Naya's not terrible. Yeah, she showed up in Levi's, but to pick Anissa over her is absolute insanity.
That's a good pick.
So, anything else for tonight?
We're back, baby.
I'm excited.
I feel like this season we're going to get some new faces for the first time on the pod.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll get into that.
That's an over-under. Who's going to have more appearances, GB or AM?
Oh, you know what would be an interesting Stir the Prop is how many faces on Stir the Pod.
I think that's an easy line.
Human faces.
Easy. That's an easy line.
I'm thinking 4.5.
Yeah.
4.5.
And I don't know which one I'm taking.
I'm taking the under for sure. I think we have 4 locks. Me, Andy, Alex, GB.
I'd say over. I mean, McCord popped on last season.
So 5.5?
And Tsunami.
6.5? All right, 6.5.
Oh, wait. You're saying like throughout the entire, or like one podcast, like the Bucks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
What are we,
sorry.
the Brady Bunch?
Yes, that's what I thought.
I think we can fit one more.
God, the table.
No, I think throughout the season, how many unique faces are on? If it's 6.5, I'm taking the under.
Yeah, me too.
Define faces. Like if Alex shows GB across the screen real quick, does that count? Or does a word have to be spoken?
It can't be words.
Wow, Banana's gonna win.
God.
All right, anything else?
Let's get after it. Trev, I'll see you next week. Alex, I'll probably see you in a month.
Watch it.
Did you hear that? Where's Fenway? All right. On that note, thank you guys for listening to a brand new Stir the Pod podcast show. I've been your host, Trevor. You can follow us on Twitter at Stir the Pod. You can follow us on Instagram at Stir_the_pod. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Shout out Duffy. Love you, George. Good night.